Darfur is an arid, desert region of western Sudan. In 2003, conflicts over land and water that had been ongoing for decades erupted into a civil war. Tribal groups took up arms against the Arab Sudanese government, accusing it of oppressing black Sudanese people. In response, the government began a powerful and long campaign to systematically drive black people from Darfur, with helicopter gunships, aerial attacks, and atrocities committed by a ruthless militia called the Janjaweed. In the past 13 years, more than 300,000 people have been killed, and 1.8 million displaced. Theft, rape, reprisals, and human trafficking are the tragic results of a conflict seemingly without end. The United States has called it a racial genocide. Our refugee family comes from a black Sudanese tribe known as the Zaghawa people, who are being persecuted for their race. Today's Zaghawa people are the remnants of an ancient kingdom that flourished in the Sahara Desert 1400 years ago. They have their own language and have a well-established economy. The men typically work as animal herders or traveling merchants of raw goods, and women care for children and manage small truck gardens. In the past 13 years, many Zaghawa have been driven from their homes and congregated in refugee camps across the border, unable to return to Sudan. Our family has been in a desert camp in Chad for longer than 8 years, and the mother's own brothers have fled to Libya. We are the best chance they have. The UNHCR estimates that there are 377,480 Sudanese refugees currently living in neighboring Chad. Our refugee family was one of them. Daily life in the camps challenges even the most resilient refugees. Each family lives in a single hut. Water and firewood are extremely scarce in the desert of eastern Chad. Sandstorms are a regular feature during the dry months, and torrential rains flood the landscape in the wet season. Trucks from the World Food Program arrive once a month to distribute food rations to women. The packages are very basic, consisting of flour, vegetable oil, some cereal grains, sugar, and salt. And there is always the threat of sudden attacks from outside armed forces spilling across the border for reprisals. With the arrival of another 110,000 refugees last year, aid workers are racing against time in an attempt to bring emergency relief to these refugees. On Wednesday, May 11th, we are welcoming a family of 7 to our city and the Circle of Friendship at Central Baptist Church. Your help is much needed to welcome this family and to care for them with the basics of life so that they can succeed in their new home in Canada.